Greetings, Twin Flames. This is Lucida of Twin Flame RX, and I'm here to bring you the monthly reading for Twin Flames and those on the journey to divine love for the time period of May 2017. I'd like to first thank all those that are subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, do so now so you don't miss out on anything. I've been posting videos almost every single day in the last month, and you don't want to miss anything. I've also been spending lots of time in sessions with clients, so if you'd like a private session with me, please click on the link below. And thanks to all of you that follow me on Twitter and Pinterest and also Facebook. Thanks so much for all your support. Let's get started with this May reading. The first thing I want to do is to remind you that positive affirmations are really important. And as we move into this May energy where we're grounding into the earth and we're manifesting our desires, we're making big changes in May. May is a month of changes, it being the 5th month of the year, and 5 numerologically means change. Let's take a look at this Louise Hay I Can Do It calendar affirmation for the entire month. The affirmation is, I am a kind, compassionate, and joyful person, harmoniously linked with everyone I come in contact with this month. People enjoy my company. I express my thoughts, feelings, and ideas, and they're easily welcomed and comprehended by others. Everybody loves me, and I love them right back. That's a powerful affirmation. You may want to like this video so you can come back to that affirmation throughout the month. I just want to let you know that I have a lot of cards laid out here. I did a Celtic Cross Tarot spread after much prayer and meditation earlier, and then something happened right after I was on the last card of the video where I couldn't do the Archangel Michael message and I had to delete it, and I'm starting over. So I didn't want to, get rid of the cards because this is a beautiful message that came through. So what I'm going to do is just show you the spread and show you each card and tell you what it means. Remember, this is a general reading, so just take the parts that resonate with you and leave the rest. First of all, the bottom of the deck energy is the 6 of Swords energy. So what this reminds me of is us leaving one situation and moving to another. We're moving through an emotional situation because we're moving over water. But remember, we're always with our beloved twin flame. Here's the divine masculine, here's the divine feminine, here's their third energy, and they're moving from one place to another, but from a lesser energy or a lower vibration to a higher vibration. So keep that in mind this month, that things are always moving forward, no matter how slow it seems they do move. This is the kind of underlying energy or the way we start the month. We start the month with worries, with this 9 of Swords energy. But we can move ourselves out of that. Okay, so there's a lot of energy shifts, planetary energy shifts. We're seeing a lot of things happening in our world around us, and so that can give us many ulcers if we allow it. But what we have to work with, and what might also be an obstacle for some of us, is balance. And also, this is a symbol of the infinity and harmonious balance between ideals or between two people. So I take this to mean that we're striving for and working on balancing our energies inside of us. So balancing those divine and feminine and masculine energies, and then also balancing our earthly needs with our spiritual and our emotional needs, and also balancing our energy with our beloved so we can harmonize and get into a perfect union with them. So if you are a twin flame that is on the path but hasn't met your twin, there might be some messages for you. If you are a twin who is in separation, these messages may resonate with you. But even if you are a twin in union, and maybe there's a little, area where there isn't harmony, you might want to work on that to achieve that harmonious union with your beloved. Okay, the energy that we're moving away from is represented by this Nine of Wands card here. And this Nine of Wands card, that again, similar to the Nine of Swords, is a kind of a distrust kind of energy where we're not trusting the process and the flow. But if we can get past this and remember to harmonize our own energy within us and balance out our emotions and take care of our spiritual needs, we're going to be able to move to a much better place. And that much better place is this 10 of Pentacles. So this is the most harmonious you could get in the deck. Okay, so 10 of Cups, that's harmonious love union. But 10 of Pentacles is a tier above that, where you have both love, divine masculine and feminine, but in more of a spiritual and an earthly. So you have both aspects going on here. Actually, all aspects, body, mind, spirit, and soul harmony. Okay, so the crowning energy is the Hierophant, or the marriage card. So you're in a spiritual marriage. If you could remember that always, and know that your twin flame is a perfect mirror of you, and work out whatever problems that you have about yourself that are reflected by problems that come from your twin, you definitely are going to be able to move forward into that 10 of Pentacles energy by the end of the month, or maybe into next month, but that is what you're moving toward. And the way to do that is to use the power that you have with this Ace of Swords energy. So the Ace of Swords is mastery of your emotions and being able to articulate or say what you mean. So if you love your beloved, tell them you love them if given the opportunity. Don't beat around the bush and play games. No mind games here. What we want is to use our words wisely. Okay, and what we feel like the situation is that we're in a spiritual type of partnership. The Three of Pentacles represents a partnership. It represents something that's commissioned. So it's like, yes, the divine has commissioned you and your beloved to come together, to work together. And I know if you're watching this video, you're waiting for them to come fully into that in a lot of respects. How other people view you, though, is the star. The star is the brightest in the sky here. This star is you. You're a light worker. You have so many gifts to share with the world. People see you and they see light. They're drawn to you, and they may even, try to suck your energy dry sometimes because they feel like you just have so much light to give and share. Okay? So they really see you as somebody who's got it together. And what you're afraid of is leaving the journey, or your beloved leaving the journey. But don't be afraid. If one or both of you leave the journey, it's only so that you can regroup and come back with more wisdom and more spiritual insights, and that you would have certain issues taken care of and you would heal. And when you come together, it would be in a more harmonious type of balance. The overall energy for the ending of the month of May is the realization that the two of you are spiritually bound and connected to each other, that you are soulmates, that you have known each other through several incarnations. That's what this card symbolizes. And there will be recognition of that either on the 5D level, fifth dimension, or also recognition and reporting of that in the third dimension. It just depends on you and your own personal journey with your beloved. I'm going to move this spread, which is just an awesome spread, so that I can reveal the cards that I chose for the two energies, divine feminine and then masculine. By the way, I prayed, meditated, shuffled, and divinely was guided to choose this spread and these cards. So then I laid it out, and like I said, I did the reading, but now I'm re-recording it, so the cards are now face up. On the feminine side, we have an evolution happening here, and I did want to show an evolution, and then it ended up that we have a card that talks about evolution. So it's like interesting how I kind of can sense what's going to happen with the reading before I get to even see these cards. The divine feminine energy starts off the beginning of the month as a frog energy, where he is adapting and surviving by accepting the inevitable inevitable, and seizing potential. So it's like the divine feminine is going with the flow, and it's really great. One of the things that she's working on changing, or he's working on changing during the month of May, is body changes. Okay, so you might be going through some, changes in your body. It could be your emotional body, it could be your pain body, it could be your spiritual body, it could be your light body that's going through these changes through this consciousness awakening process. All right, and you might, have ascension symptoms, aches and pains and things like that. So get enough rest, drink enough water. The divine feminine's heart is going through an evolution. So I did mention evolution because that was what was on my mind. Also, before this reading took place, where I was getting the sense that that's what's happening. But over the month, the divine feminine will realize that obstacles to this union with her beloved have been merely lessons on the path to love. And noticing that and then working through those obstacles is how you're going to get to spiritual and physical union with your beloved. One of the things that the divine feminine may want to work on this month is sacral chakra clearing, because we're pretty sensitive as light workers and twin flames to chemicals, additives, processed foods, and energies right now. So respect those sensitivities by avoiding harsh items, situations, and relationships. And maybe even think about doing some meditation where you clear your own sacral chakra. And that'll speed the process of being in harmony with your beloved then. Overall, throughout the month, there will be an evolution of the divine feminine, and what we're going to see her ending the month with is beaver energy, investing in home comforts, providing security and family togetherness, nesting, getting ready to accept her beloved into her home, into her physical world. So do some spring cleaning and make some room for your beloved this month. And by the end of the month, you may manifest them physically in your home. Okay, so the divine masculine energy that starts the month off is the mountain goat. It says, fighting for love or ardent declarations may hide untruthfulness. So the divine masculine may be doing that, maybe vocalizing, their affection and what they want, and that they want to be with you in union, but they may be hiding some things from you. Maybe not always unfaithfulness, but they may feel unfaithful if they haven't been around for months and all of a sudden just appear. So what I suggest is that divine masculine, you just be truthful with your beloved, because no matter what, the divine feminine is waiting for you to catch up and is going to accept you. They're going to be just so happy to be with you. Not that they're going to be happy if you were unfaithful, but they want to start this life with you and get into union with you and put the past behind and just move forward together on the journey. Okay, so what the divine masculine is working with this month is gracefully aging. So they are finding ways to do that. And part of that is becoming more spiritually mature. And in that spiritual maturity, they're able to act and behave more maturely. So that's awesome. And the heart energy for the month of May for the divine masculine is elevation. They will be making the conscious decision to raise their vibration into the vibration of love. So that is beautiful. They're going to be allowing themselves to love. So that is what we need, more love on this planet. And what the angels recommend for therapy for the divine masculine this month is for them to listen to their intuitive feelings, because their body is receiving accurate messages from the divine. So divine masculine, you need to be more in tune with your body and receive those messages and listen to your intuition and those gut feelings that you might get, that they are really, truly messages from the divine guiding you to what you should be doing, what the next steps on the path are. And by the end of the month, the divine masculine's energy will be more like the ray, where they're going to counter malicious talk by casting the importance of it from their mind, meaning that they're not going to worry about what people in their 3D world say and think about them anymore. They're just going to keep moving on their path toward their beloved. And that is what we want to hear. Now, the center is the unity of the two energies, and the unity of the hearts is expression. So basically, divine feminine and divine masculine are bringing in some different heart energies. Divine feminine is bringing in that evolution, that changing of her heart. And the divine masculine is bringing in elevation of their vibration into that love energy. So the both of them together then can express their love. They'll be ready to manifest their thoughts and transform them into acts of love. So you know what this means? It means physical manifestation. Okay, so it's not just going to be signs and synchronicities anymore. We're moving into the energy of, you know, putting the pedal to the metal, giving us like real words and actions in the third dimension. That is awesome news. The angels say to work on as a unit, so as a twin flame union, integrity. Align your actions so they match your values and inner knowingness of what's right for you. Okay, so that is what the twin flame journey is all about. And this journey to love is all about being your authentic self. But when you're with your beloved, you can express yourself fully, like that expression energy, and have integrity. So your thoughts, actions, and spiritual beliefs all align together. That is going to be what gives you a perfect union. So those are things to work on so that your expression can be manifested, so your love can manifest. Remember, the 5th month of the year, number 5, is a number of change. So we're going to go for positive changes and movement forward in this union, because next month is a 6 month, and 6 is a love number. So we want the, things to start manifesting here in the physical, and so we could all be together in our unions and raise the vibration of the planet. All right, I'm really fired up. So finally, we get to this last card, which is a message from Archangel Michael, who says, be gentle with yourself. And if you didn't already know, Archangel Michael is a protector of twin flame unions. And we're going to pray or ask Archangel Michael, please guide us in treating ourselves with gentle, nurturing love in everything we think, speak, and do. Help us know that we deserve this compassion. We release any feelings of guilt to you so that we may experience lasting inner peace. Thank you for guiding us on our journey. Thank you, Divine Source, for commissioning Archangel Michael to protect us with his blue rays of light and healing energy. And as I say that, I'm sending you and your beloved a Reiki healing energy treatment to balance out your union, to balance out your energies, and to allow for positive change and manifestation to occur in your union over the period of this month and forevermore. Many blessings, light and love to you. Namaste.